What's going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 23, well, actually a Madden 24 video, that's right. Big day for Madden 24 news. We're talking beta, we're talking brand new gameplay features, we got the cover reveal, we got the official trailer, we got everything. But before we do all of that, I did get the opportunity to fly out to San Francisco, courtesy of EA, to play the game early, to see the cover reveal before they launched it this morning, and shout out to EA for the opportunity. It was a lot of fun. I wanted to get more footage for you guys, but we were only allowed to record so much and take pictures of so much, but here's a very mini version of what I guess you could call a vlog. Again, thank you to EA for the opportunity. First time flying out to San Francisco. Normally, these types of events are in their Orlando studios, the Tiburon studios, and they're just always fun. Get to link up with some of the developers of the game, other content creators, catch up with them, share ideas. Always a blast. I'll talk about my experiences with that, the game, all of the new gameplay features that we're allowed to talk about in a moment. I want to start with the cover reveals. If you don't know by now, it's Josh Allen. Show you some images, some high quality images of both the standard edition, which just has Josh Allen, you know, on the cover here. This is the one that leaked out early, and here's just a wider view of that. The deluxe edition, I think, looks a lot better. They got Bill's Mafia engulfed, engulfing Josh Allen there. Just looks like a celebration. And then here's another bigger picture of that. We'll talk more pre-order stuff and all of the pre-order bonuses for Madden Ultimate Team in a moment, but really just want to focus on the gameplay trailer and the gameplay mechanics. Speaking of Madden Ultimate Team, because this is primarily a MUT channel, right? I didn't get to play MUT. I didn't get to hear any features about MUT. Basically, none of it was ready. And honestly, that's kind of typical, right? We did a cover reveal event last year for Madden 23, and it was the same thing. They briefly talked about like field passes and just general information, but a lot of that stuff with Ultimate Team, because it's a live service, they're usually working on it like all the way up until release date, whereas gameplay features, core ideas of the game, you kind of have a feel for those already. So I'm just going to play the reveal trailer in the background. It's going to be on loop, but without any sound, because I don't want to get any type of copyright strike. Sometimes that happens with gameplay reveal trailers, not only in Madden, but just any game in general, because it has music in the background, and we want to avoid all that. So let's talk about some of the brand new features and overviews of them. Hit Everything 2.0. So this was like the new gameplay mechanic or system that was introduced in Madden 23, and me personally, I think Madden 23 gameplay wise, you know, I don't want to say ignore, but we're not talking about the glitches, the bugs, all the issues with MUT. Specifically, gameplay-wise, I think was a very, very good game. It had its pain points. You know, the reformations, dollar and tights were OP, and knockouts were OP, and there were some abilities, the AKA X Factors, were more than enough than what we needed. But overall, generally speaking, I think the gameplay was pretty good for MUT 23 or Madden 23, and with Hit Everything 2.0, basically they're expanding everything that they brought to us with Madden 23, with, you know, like chain tackling and all these new animations. The one thing that I noticed, and a lot of other, you know, my peers noticed as well, with this new gameplay system, There are a ton of new tackle animations like scoop tackles, wrap tackles. I think when you first play the beta or when you play the game when it comes out, that's going to be on defense one of the main things that you notice. They also made improvements to the skill-based passing mechanic. This one's going to be skill-based passing 2.0. I didn't really notice a ton of difference, but also didn't really toy with the settings and all of the adjustments you can make with skill-based passing. One thing that was brought to us in the presentation is there's more animations this way as well, like new throwing animations, new diving animations, which I'll be honest, worries me a little bit, because I know once this game and the controllers are in the hands of millions or hundreds of thousands, you get my point, people are going to find a way to get glitchy, and with like crazy throwing animations and dive catch animations, if somebody figures out how to trigger that all the time and it's something that's very tough to stop, well, then we could be in for a headache. Again, I don't want people to freak out and worry about it too much. It's just something that kind of crossed my mind as we saw information on it. I think the AI enhancements are going to be something that everybody should be excited about. There's a few different kind of parts to this. Number one, blocking is way better. We saw a presentation on how the blocking is going to work, all of the details of the mechanics, and you could tell, like, I only played a couple games, but you could tell the AI blocking is much better. Now again, when hundreds of thousands of people start playing this game and figuring out blitzes that'll work, will it, hold up? I don't know, but from what I played in these very brief experiences, the blocking was a lot better. They also talked about like DB awareness and pass coverage and just generally running the same play over and over. The computer, the AI, is going to become more adaptive to that and more aware of what's happening, but I don't think that's going to be the place for like online gameplay, right? And I don't want it to be, because again, people will figure out how to glitch the system when, the computer starts reacting specifically to something that you might run over and over. They might be able to find a way to trick it. But if you play solo battles, if you play like franchise mode, you just generally play against the computer and you're tired of the game feeling repetitive, like you can just run the same play and easily, get what you need to get out of it. It seems like to me the computer is going to adapt a lot better and just give you better gameplay experiences. Might be a little bit more sweaty, but better gameplay, authentic experiences because of all of these AI enhancements. I won't talk too much on franchise because that's just not my wheelhouse, and a lot of the new features that they brought into the game, I didn't really know that they were or weren't a thing. So again, we'll save that maybe for another video. But two things that are going to be introduced to Madden 24, and one of them is coming back, were probably my favorite portions. Again, I didn't learn any MUT information, but mini games are back, and when I tell you they are a blast, myself, Eric Rayweather, and Bangle were playing these mini games for the majority of this playtesting period. We played a couple regs games, got a feel for how the game played, but mini games are fun. Now, unfortunately, there's not going to be a way at launch to play online mini games against other people, but there were, I think, somewhere between 20 and 25 different games, like tackle battles. There's a DB versus wide receiver one where you have to cover the computer who's running routes, and you get points based on interceptions and stops, and you lose points if they score touchdowns. It was an absolute blast. I mean, we had so much fun doing it, and I remember playing mini games with my friends way back in the day, on the couch, 2 controllers. Again, hopefully they can find a fast way to get this into online play, but I think it's going to be a very fun feature of Madden 24. And then they also are bringing Superstar. So Madden Superstar, to me, and I don't play NBA 2K at all, it seems like a similar thing to the park. They got rid of the yard, and basically you can create this superstar, and you can either enter him into the league, which is essentially like playing franchise with your individual created player, and then you can also take that player and go to Superstar Showdown, which is like a 3-on-3 pickup football game. It's essentially replacing the yard, but it looks like the game interactions are much quicker. There's more customization. As far as rewards tied into MUT, we don't know what's going to happen there, and if anybody is going to grind this game mode, they're going to have to make it, reward based or give you incentives to want to play. But for somebody who generally doesn't touch those types of game modes, it did seem very intriguing to me, and looks like something I might try maybe on my second channel, on creating a superstar and then putting them in these 3v3 showdown gameplays against other people, and, you know, taking them through the league, seeing where we get drafted, figuring out what position we want to start out with. You can create multiple characters. So again, a lot of that stuff looked very, very exciting to me. Not in my wheelhouse, but something I might give a try. And that pretty much wraps it up. I'm really excited about the game. Keep in mind, I only had about 2, maybe 3 hours to play. Played a lot of mini games, played a few Play Now games. No access to anything Madden Ultimate Team related. Didn't really get to see like playbooks. Just didn't have enough time to test every single thing out. So I know a lot of you are probably going to have questions, and hopefully a lot of you get to play the game tomorrow, because the Madden 24 beta is going to go live about noon Eastern time. That's the target. That's going to be June 8th. If you did not sign up for that special registration, we put out a video on this over a month ago. Unfortunately, it's too late to get a code that way. There will be tons of giveaways across the community. I myself should have codes to give out as well for the beta, and if you did sign up via that registration link, check your email that you provided when you did register. They will probably go out in waves, and I don't know when those codes are going to start to go out, probably tomorrow, but that's going to be the best way to get your hands on the Madden 24 beta. Once we play it, get some more time with it, and, you know, be able to just dive into it. We'll talk more gameplay, what I like, what I do not like, but my initial reactions and thoughts for the 2 to 3 hours I got to spend playing Madden 24. Really excited about the new features. I think it's going to build on what we saw in Madden 23, and of course, being a MUT guy, I just want the content to be good. I want free content. I want you guys to enjoy Madden Ultimate Team, but gameplay wise, I'm very intrigued, and I can't wait for Madden 24. Hope you guys are as well. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.